Have you ever gone to put your ski boot on and you find it impossible to squeeze your foot into? Or maybe you just had an amazing ski day and now it's time to take the boot off. It's the worst part of your day and you now have to spend the rest of your season in your ski boots. Hey everyone, it's Kara Williard, Senior Editor here at Blister. I'm also a Masterfit-Certified Bootfitter. In this video, I'm going to show you some useful techniques and tricks to getting in and out of your ski boots easily and pain-free. All right, well, it's the best part of the day. You get to go skiing. And the most important thing is that you're gonna be starting with a warm boot. To make this easy, we're just gonna wanna open everything up. I always like to give a little half turn to the buckles. That makes it so that they're not gonna catch on the catches here as you're trying to get in, and just make sure they're out of your way. So just go ahead and open everything up, open that power strap up. And it's really common for people just to pull this tongue straight out. And all you've really done is create a 90-degree angle for your heel and instep to try and get up and over. And that's just gonna make it really difficult. So that's not what we're gonna do. The best thing you can do is pull the tongue to the side, and it doesn't really matter which side you go to, so whatever feels better. But just go ahead and pull it to the side. And then with the other hand, you're gonna just take your thumb and kind of move this little piece of plastic out of your way. And what you've done is you've created a nice wide gap for your heel and instep to get up and over, and you have just a really nice wide entrance. So I usually do this standing because you have more leverage, pulling that tongue to the side, using my thumb on that piece of plastic and kind of twisting my foot in with the slight angle. As it kind of straightens up, it just slides right in. Next thing is you always want to make sure that the only thing going inside your ski boot is your ski sock. So sometimes you see people, they'll kick their heel back. That is one technique. You don't have to do that. The biggest thing is you're gonna wanna start with the second buckle down from the top. That's gonna kind of help grab your heel and ankle, pull it back to the heel and ankle pocket of the boot. From there, you're gonna wanna work your way up. So just applying nice even pressure between these two buckles. These are the most important buckles on your ski boot. Theoretically, if your boot fits properly, you could probably ski with these snug and these unbuckled and still receive some of the same performance as you would with them buckled. You can also do the power strap at this point. Power strap, just nice even pressure on both the boot and the liner, but again, not going too tight. And then from there, you're gonna wanna lightly buckle these lower buckles. Again, these buckles aren't important. They're just kind of helping keep the boot closed, keep water out. And so I like to call it the 1-finger rule. If it requires more than 1 finger worth of pressure to get these buckles down, then they're probably too tight. And the way to remedy that is to use the micro adjustment. If you spin towards yourself, you're lengthening those buckles. Spinning away from yourself, you're shortening those buckles. And then you can kind of fine tune and adjust and find that right setting. But basically, as you're buckling these lower buckles, you don't want to feel like any pressure points come down on your foot. As soon as you feel that band of pressure across the instep, you know you've probably buckled too tight and you're going to cut off circulation to your foot. So this buckle in particular will cause problems if you buckle it too tightly. You've just had a great ski day. It's time to take this boot off. We want to make that process easy and pain-free. This can be a bit difficult because sometimes temperatures are really low and the boot is really cold. And the biggest thing I can say there is if your boot is freezing cold, maybe just warm up for a few minutes if you can before trying to take it off. If that's not an option, it is going to be a little harder, but there's still things you can do to make it much easier. Same as getting the boot on, I like to give those buckles a half twist, open everything up, get that power strap out of the way. And similar to getting in the boot, if we can kind of create that gap again, it's going to be easier. Now from here, I can kind of go up on my tippy toes. And the next thing I'm going to do is grab the back of the boot and kind of thrust my knee forward as I keep my thumb on this piece of plastic so that it doesn't end up in the way. And I'm just going forward and I'm here. You can just pull your foot right out, get that tongue back where it belongs, and you're back in your slippers. next technique is my favorite. It's the way I almost always do it. And in this instance, you do have somewhere comfortable to sit. So for this particular technique, you're gonna cross your legs. So in this case, I'm crossing my left leg over my right leg, opening everything up, just as I did in the other way. And the biggest thing is using the thumb on the opposite hand of the boot you're taking off to kind of grab hold of the liner and shell here. And then using your other hand to open up that tongue. Your toes are pointing in this scenario, so kind of point those toes a couple times. That kind of helps pull your heel and ankle out of the ankle pocket. And then all you're really doing is rolling the boot off of your ankle and away from you. So using my thumb here, maybe hand on the tongue, I'm just pointing my toes and rolling the boot off of me. All right, well, you just had an amazing ski day. You successfully took both boots off. And this last step is pretty important. Nothing pains a boot fitter more than to just see an unbuckled ski boot stored for a long time. This will actually deform the plastics over time. So keeping in mind that plastic has a memory, you really want to make sure that you're storing your ski boots in the shape they were built for, which means you really never want to leave them unbuckled over time. That will change the shape of your cuff. It can create fit issues and can make it even more difficult to put the boot on next time. All right, well, those are the tips and tricks I have for how to get in and out of your ski boots easily. Please share this video with any family or friends you have that struggle daily to get in and out of their ski boots. Drop a comment and leave some feedback. And if you liked this video, please subscribe for future videos.